because we're not through half of my lecture, and she's over here trying to shut me down. I want to give you this, but check this out. Now, this lady was an astrophysicist, and as much as she knew about matter and its interreaction in this dimension, that didn't answer the question for her about the mind. Or what was it? What is it? And I know I have one, but I can't necessarily express this mathematically. What's the situation? They took this lady's book off the market. She wrote this book in 1976. I had to pay almost $100 for somebody to find this through a lost book researcher to get her book. Okay, because a lot of the stuff, I'm telling you, they sequester. Barbara Brown's Laws of the Supermind. Barbara Brown's Laws from the Supermind, and then you can write this down, see if you can pay somebody to get you a copy. Okay. Was published by Harper Row in 1979 here, are based on findings from contemporary biofeedback research. And this is what she found out. She used her physics to really, in her mind, give her a template to understand what the mind really is. And this is what she discovered. That human beings have innate biological awareness of their physical state down to the level of a single cell. And it's an important type meditation. And see, and this is what is so important about this family structure, the school structure that you have to create, is that it is your responsibility that you should be able to talk to any cell in your body. Any cell in your body. And you should be able to have a mechanism where that cell can fire through your nervous system into your consciousness to know that it is listening and understands what you are saying. And if you talk to anybody who is an expert in what they do through their physical body, they have that kind of biofeedback relationship. Any athlete, any dancer, they can tell you, in regards to what you thought about the performance, they know when it was divine or not. Because they know when the feedback from their tissue is on point. They know what the sensation is. And so sometimes they feel very bad about saying that they won because they know that the performance and the communication was off in them. That y'all still didn't see their stuff. And I'm saying that you can talk to the very cell on the end of your toe. And you need to start practicing that. Focus on a point on your body and begin to communicate with that. Because when you can do that, now all of the body can respond to you. That's why you can decide, you know, look, these people coughing and sneezing over here, well, leave it, their problem. I don't have time. Whatever they're spraying, whatever they're carrying, cannot be my problem. And you can tell that to your body. Your body understands it, the immune system will kick in, and you will not have the symptoms. Doesn't mean that you're exposed, you're not exposed, but you will not get the disease because you've already told your body, we're not going there. Now, understand what I'm telling you, because why do you think that everybody didn't die when they had the plagues here in Europe? There was pus and viruses and everything, bubonic plague, all this stuff flying all everywhere. The people who were dragging the bodies out and burning them, how come they didn't drop dead? Because they were real clear. We got a job to do. We got these bodies made up here. They got to be discarded. I don't have time. And so therefore, I am not getting sick. And the pus and everything running all down their leg. They throwing bodies on the fire, just working content. They ain't got no fever, no nothing. And everybody else don't even want to look and running with a handkerchief over their face. And they run into the disease and die. Ain't never touched nobody. I'm telling you now, listen to me when I'm telling you about AIDS. Because these things only go as far as the human mind will let them. They cannot create anything that you cannot master. I don't care what it is. But see, you cannot have this level of immunity until you basically understand who you are. As it was said yesterday, the brain is the master pharmaceutical company. There's not a vaccine, there's not a medication that your brain can't make. Cannot make. But now, do you know how to communicate with yourself? Human beings can control the direction and flow of nerve impulses throughout the body. You control your nerve impulses. The human mind can intervene in and direct any physiological function. Yes, I am a firewalker. I tell my feet, my body when it's going to burn or not. It doesn't tell me it's going to burn. I tell it. So I told you now, you have to hear me. The body is born already in a default mode. You got a computer, it'll tell you right there. You want customized programming or you want the default program. So you leave it on the default program, it's got a program that it does all the time unless you say, oh no, we're gonna customize this bad boy. And then it works differently. The body is the same way. It's got a default and a customized. And when you customize it, you get a different response. You don't want to be burning fire anymore? Well, then you got to customize your body. You don't want to get sick because somebody else is coughing and sneezing? You got to put it on a customized program. This is what you have to understand, that you've got to sit down and tell your children, because this guy you got to operate. So you do not allow mediocrity to come out of your children.